So storytellers, if you told me 5 years ago, people would pay to watch premium TV on their phones, not just TikTok clips, but actual scripted series, true crime, soap operas, I would have said, yep, that's coming. Although Quibi didn't land, it was a precursor to what is happening now. And the data just dropped. Consumers now watch 2 to 3 times more video on mobile than on television. The center of gravity has completely shifted. YouTube is now the biggest channel, and a new company called Roseberry just proved that audiences will follow traditional arcs in vertical format with over 50% paywall conversion, subscribers spending over an hour per second. Let that sink in. This isn't just microdrama. This is premium vertical television, and it is exploding right now. So if you're a screenwriter or a filmmaker, this is your window, but you need to know what you're doing and what to watch out for. Let's break it down. What Roseberry and the industry just proved. First, they took an 18-year episode of Neighbours, an Australian soap that launched Margot Robbie. They reformatted it for vertical audiences, and they engaged, they paid, they subscribed, and they came back for more. They did this across multiple genres: true crime, dating, reality, premium scripted, drama, soap, not just romance, not just typical microdrama formula. Their platform, Epis, uses first-party data to test, iterate, and improve content in real time. If they find a problem in episode 5, they can re-edit it, re-release it. You can't do that on Netflix. And here's the big move. They're syndicating this content across the entire digital, not just on their app. They're working with Fremantle, Banjay, All3Media, A&E, major libraries being reimagined for vertical. Now, Evan Shapiro, the media cartographer, who literally maps entire industry, calls this a vertical. Mobile replacing what cable was. Not the living room experience, but the commute experience, the waiting room experience, the I have 20 minutes moment. Netflix, Disney, Paramount, and Peacock, they are all entering the vertical space. Peacock just ordered 6 new vertical reality shows. The majors are coming, and they're coming quickly, which means the window for you, independents, to establish yourselves is right now, because you don't have the red tape or other constraints that they do. So here's what to look out for when finding a company to work with. First, are they TV people or ad tech people? Now, this matters more than you might think. The microdrama space is full of companies that come from gaming and ad tech, which there's nothing wrong with, but they think in clicks, tokens, and dopamine hits. Roseberry's founders come from premium television like Survivor, The Bachelor, and they understand story, character, and retention. That's who you want to work with if you can. Now, some red flags to look out for. If the company can't name a single show that they love or have worked on, if the company's pitch is only about conversion optimization with no mention of audience experience, if they want you to write 100 episodes in 10 days for $500, if they can't explain their distribution strategy beyond we have an app, because every major app is also on YouTube. Now, some green flags. If they talk about genres and not just formats, if they have partnerships with established studios or distributors, if they offer fair rates. Roseberry level companies pay per project, not per word, with clear revision terms. If they understand that vertical storytelling requires craft, not just compression. Next, you want to read that contract very carefully and get a lawyer if you can. I recently reviewed a contract from a vertical company. They were willing to pay $750 per project for 40 to 50 episodes with 3 days turnaround. One project at a time, monthly payments. And that's all actually pretty reasonable for the space. But here's what to watch out for. Who owns IP? The contract states that they own the script copyright, but I get paid, and I know this going in, which is great. They have revision limits. They allow up to 3 revisions per project. Any more than that, and you're working for free. Payment terms. They pay on the 20th of the following month. Some companies stretch this out to 60 or 90 days, but whatever it is, you make sure you get this in writing. Termination clause. They can drop you without notice. This contract stated that they can terminate at any time, which is kind of fishy. You want to make sure you can protect yourself. And then you want to know who's actually making it. Are they producing it or just collecting scripts? Some companies are script farms. They gather content, pay minimally, and never produce anything. Look for evidence of actual production, trailers, release dates, platform presence. If they can't show you a finished vertical series, be cautious. Now, maybe you don't want to work for someone else. Maybe you want to create your own vertical series and own it. Now, this is a pretty smart move. 1 episode, 3 minutes. Test it. See if anyone actually watches. Then iterate. Don't sink your life savings into 50 episode seasons before validating the concept. Maybe you've got a script, a feature, a pilot, even a novel, and you're wondering if it has vertical life. It just might. Horizontal IP can be verticalized. Roseberry proved this with Neighbors, but not everything translates. What typically works is serialized stories with clear act breaks, like soap operas, procedurals, anthologies, high concept premises that hook fast. You have 1 to 2 seconds to stop the scroll. Character-driven narratives that sustain over many episodes. Vertical rewards returning viewers. Genres with proven vertical appetite are true crime, romance, thriller, reality. What doesn't work are cinema-dependent spectacle. If your script relies on massive widescreen visuals, vertical will diminish. Slow burn, atmospheric pieces that need 20 to 30 minutes to land, that format will fight you every time. Ensemble pieces with 8 main characters, vertical framing just cannot handle that. So how do you go about pitching your vertical? Lead with the hook, not the backstory. A dating show where 3 contestants compete for love, but 2 are professional liars. That's clear and immediately compelling. Show don't just tell. A 60-second vertical proof of concept is more valuable than a 60-page script in this space. Know your audience data. If you have any views, engagement, completion rates, lead with that. Vertical is a data-driven business. Vertical premium television is not the future. It is present right now. The audience is already here. They're already engaged. The platforms are scaling and the majors are entering. Your job is to show up before the window closes, whether that's writing for an existing studio, producing your own vertical series, or reimagining your horizontal IP for a phone screen. The writers and filmmakers who understand this format now, who learn its grammar, its constraints, its opportunities, will be the ones staffing the vertical writers' rooms and producing their own content in 2027 and beyond. So don't wait for permission, storytellers. The data is in, the shift has happened, and make sure to join us in the Storytellers Hub for more screenwriting and filmmaking insights on vertical storytelling, screenwriting strategy, and building a career that outlasts the algorithm. Drop your vertical concept in the comments. I'll respond to the best ones. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and share this with a fellow writer and filmmaker. See you guys in the next one.